Wherever you are, whatever you do, Pi Telecommunications have the answer. Technically superior, value for money, reliable. Keeping ahead in manufacturing techniques. Keeping ahead in... When you know what's happening, control.
When you join British Junior Chamber, we give you a key. If you do nothing with it, nothing happens. It's only when you use it you start to go places. You'll benefit from belonging to the largest out-of-hours training organization in the world. Membership is open to anyone between the ages of 18 and 40. And if you're looking to progress in your career, it's the organization for you. David Kerfoot joined Junior Chamber at the same time as he set up his own company, David Kerfoot Limited, trading vegetable oils in bulk. From humble beginnings in 1980, when all he had was a desk, 2 phone lines and a kettle, the company has grown to annual sales worldwide of £7 million.
I often wonder how different my business life would have been without becoming a member of Junior Chamber. In the early days, when I needed every single sale to get the business to grow, I needed confidence. And one thing I found, having joined Junior Chamber, was that it gives you confidence. Whether it's being able to stand up in a meeting and address some people you've never actually seen or met before, or whether it's like this, sat in front of a camera, telling people how good Junior Chamber is. It's an organisation which gives you confidence, and every business person needs confidence to get on. Organisational skills is another field. It's something which every business needs. Running a meeting, being president of a local chamber, taking up a post within the region, gives you those kind of organisational skills which help to run a successful business. But perhaps for me, most important of all, is the leadership qualities that Junior Chamber has taught me. I need to be a good team leader to get the company to where I want it to go. And Junior Chamber, in a number of ways, has given me that.
BJC is a nationally training organisation covering England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Scotland has its own national organisation. The first local chamber in Britain was formed in Lincoln in 1928. Since then, the organisation has grown to the point where there are chambers in every major town and city in the country. BJC, in turn, is a member of JC's International, giving it links with chambers in 75 countries around the world. Peter Moran is a past national president of British Junior Chamber. He joined the organisation when he was working in the drawing office of an engineering company. He's now a director of glass container manufacturers Beats & Clark.
When you asked me why you should join Junior, exactly the same as to why I joined Junior Chamber, and that was the opportunity. And what sort of opportunities are there? And I think essentially the opportunities are based around training to start with. No matter which business you are involved in, that business has now got a responsibility to train people for the future, to make sure that the positions that it believes they're going to need in the future, managers, new staff, etc., that the people are properly trained for that situation. And Junior Chamber is the ideal training ground for that to happen.
BJC gives you the opportunity to learn through active involvement. As a member, you'll have the chance to organise and take part in a wide range of activities designed to develop your expertise and improve your confidence. Peter Moran again.
I well remember when I joined my own local junior chamber. It sounds a long time ago now, in '69, but the problem is I only look 21 years old. They asked me to take part in a survey of all the local youth clubs and youth organisations, together with 2 or 3 other fellows. And we spent a lot of happy weeks going round youth organisations, Girl Guides, Boy Scouts, Sea Cadets and the like. They did the Boy Scouts, I did the Girl Guides. And we all had a marvellous time, but it showed me how to plan what we were doing with regard to going round, how actually to carry it out, and then finally to submit a report, which I'm pleased to say in this instance the local authority involved took action on and gave more finance to various youth organisations who needed more help. At a later date, possibly one of the biggest projects that people undertake in Junior Chamber fell to my little lot, again in my local organisation, in that we started having in our town, for the first time, a Mayor's Parade. And I was asked to be chairman of the Mayor's Parade Committee. And we finished up some 9 months later with over 120 marching contingents, several bands, lots of floats, all of which looked marvellous on the day, but which in fact had taken us something like 9 months to prepare, persuading bands to take part, persuading people to build floats and what sort of standard we were looking for, persuading people to give us money to help. At the end of the day, the preparation of a report, which actually at that stage included a film as well, which went on to take part in Junior Chamber national and international award competitions, and which got special mention as a result of it. As a result of those 2 experiences and many more as well, I in fact have seen in manufacturing industry the benefits of it, in the sense that in my job I've had to be involved in reorganising a factory site, moving one department to another. We've had to be involved in reorganising and retraining our labour to keep in touch with modern technology in a glass company. And all of this has involved planning with a team of people, carrying out the project, and finally submitting a report which proves to all concerned the benefits of what has happened. Undoubtedly, the benefits I found from Junior Chamber in doing that sort of thing has helped tremendously in my everyday business life. And quite certainly, if you're looking for a job in the future, you may only be at a junior level now, but if you're looking for a job in the future which carries some responsibility, then project planning, promotion, carrying it out and producing the report has certainly got to be of benefit to you.
Every local chamber is different, with a programme tailored to its own members' needs. But whichever chamber you join, you'll find a similar range of activities designed to stretch you to the limit.
Hello and welcome to In Future. This evening I'm talking to Richard Spencer, who has recently joined Junior Chamber. Richard, can you tell us what you do for a living?
I'm actually the sales support administrator.
As a new member, you'll be encouraged to become involved in projects already underway and in running the chamber. In no time at all, you could find yourself in charge of your own business or community project. All chambers complement their business programme with an extensive and at times hectic social programme. It gives you the opportunity to meet and mix with people from a wide variety of professions and make many new friends. Former chamber member and now MP, Spencer Batiste.
I moved up to Sheffield in 1970. My wife was a Sheffield girl. I hadn't belonged to Chamber before. When I joined it in 1970, within, 6 months or so through Chamber, I already knew more people in Sheffield through Chamber than, in fact, my wife knew. And many of those friends have stayed with me over the years. And the starting base, of course, is it's a wonderful opportunity to meet people and to make friends. It then goes on beyond that, because it gives you an opportunity to find out the things that you want to do, to test yourself, to make mistakes where it doesn't really count, to try and find new skills. I'd never debated at all, practically speaking, before I joined Junior Chamber, and almost by accident I started. They were one man short in a team, so I joined it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then for the next 5 or 6 years, I belonged to a team that was travelling up and down the country, debating all the time, and those skills in competitive debating, very finely tuned with the marking sheets and the judges, and constantly having to face up to fitting into rules, being concise, making short speeches, thinking about what you want to do. Very much a fundamental part of the training that I found useful since, both as a lawyer and as a politician.
Why is the human race specifically amateur? Why does it have to be amateur? Why can't it be professional? There's absolutely no reason whatsoever.
As a member of Junior Chamber, you'll become more confident of speaking in public. You'll gain invaluable experience at arguing your case in meetings or making presentations. You'll get the chance to develop your leadership skills, become more professional at organising and planning, learn how to manage and motivate a team, and most important of all, get results. Hilary Morris is one of 3 management consultants in the country advising chartered accountancy practices on management and development. She's also one of BJC's top trainers.
When I describe Junior Chamber, I always say that it's a fun management training organisation. I also then go on to say that it's a learning by doing organisation. And you learn in 2 different ways, either by just getting involved in a specific skill, and the obvious example to take is public speaking. Everybody gets scared, gets butterflies at the thought of speaking in public. But if we say to a member, this is how you ought to prepare your speech, this is how you can structure it, here are some tips for delivering it, have a go, they find they can do it, and they find that their butterflies are flying in formation. The other way that Junior Chamber helps, and more importantly, is in general management skills. We learn about things like setting objectives, we learn about time management, we learn the importance of all through our involvement in projects. We learn that there is a right way of doing things, and that if you set about doing things the right way, there's no limit to what you can achieve. And that's what gives us our Junior Chamber ring of confidence. And that's what makes us quite happy to say yes to all the opportunities that present themselves to us, whether we've done them before or not. The Junior Chamber ring of confidence.
BJC's formal training courses are a key part of its programme. Many are held at the country's top business and industrial centres and cover everything from time management and selling skills to effective speaking and business finance. All chamber members can attend the annual European and World conferences, and many local chambers are twinned with chambers in other parts of the world. Junior Chamber gives you the opportunity to meet people from other countries and to exchange views, opinions and experiences in a way that's impossible within the confines and restrictions of a simple package tour or business trip.
I can, quite frankly now, go to most countries in the Western world even though I've never been to them before, and pick the telephone up and ring a friend of mine, someone who I've met on Junior Chamber business, be it at a conference or a World Congress, people in Japan, the United States, many parts of South America, certainly throughout the Middle East and Africa, and throughout the continent of Europe. All these places are places where I have contacts which have helped me considerably in business terms. And I think this is an opportunity on the overseas side that very few people manage to take advantage of. It is true that to take advantage in the early days of the overseas opportunities that are in Junior Chamber, it may cost a little bit of money. But there are now many businesses for whom you may work who are perfectly happy to sponsor you to go on a Junior Chamber conference somewhere because of the broadening experience that you would gain from it. There is absolutely no way in any business that you're involved in the British Isles nowadays that the boundaries of that business can only be related to this country. The business which you work with, I'm quite sure, has contacts, customers, suppliers in other countries. And even if they don't, I'm quite sure that they're looking to expand their business overseas. So how much better for you is it in your business to learn who the people are, learn their particular idiosyncrasies, the Africans, the Middle Eastern people, the Latin American people, and they of course think that we've got idiosyncrasies too, and how these people operate in their own countries in junior chamber in a practice sense before you do it seriously with your own company. And certainly from my own point of view, I've been in experience, and I would strongly recommend yourself to join purely just for the international experience, to grasp it with both hands, to get some friends and business contacts overseas, and to then really realise why Junior Chamber is a business organisation.
Membership of Junior Chamber is just a key. If you do nothing with it, nothing happens. It's only when you use it you start to go places. Use your Junior Chamber membership properly, and in no time at all, you'll find yourself doing things you didn't even know you were capable of. You'll find yourself going to places you didn't even know existed. You'll realize that the only limits to what you can achieve will be the limits you set yourself.
If somebody says to you, do you belong to Junior Chamber? You should say no. Junior Chamber belongs to me. Because that exactly is what it does. Maybe an old hackneyed expression, but you will only get out of Junior Chamber proportionally to what you put into it. And if you are prepared to work in Junior Chamber, to take the opportunities that exist, you can certainly do what I've done in Junior Chamber and outside, because I'm no different from you.
I think anybody who has an opportunity of joining Junior Chamber misses a lot if they don't take it up.
Junior Chamber is your key. In Junior Chamber, we believe in taking opportunities when they arise. Take one now.